We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
We making it plain. We the head, not the tail, so we won't complain. Here to lift up the downcast and the broken hearted. Changing lives with the truth, so let's get it started.
Hey, what's up, and welcome to GospelRhythms.com, Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. I'm Ro Williams.
Brianna Argueta, Lucky B.
Hey, and we have the beautiful Trisha Mann-Grant. She is flying in. She'll be here shortly. And since she's not here at the moment, we are so blessed to have our talent producer and booker here sitting in until she gets in. And girl, I just want to thank you because she's the reason why we have an awesome guest in house today.
Amazing
in celebration
yes.
of what day and month is it?
International Women's Day today.
Yeah, come on, hey, come on, give us some love.
And you know what I mean? Clap.
I know if it was Veterans International Veterans Day, they would have got some love. Producer, we probably needed a woman back there, to help us out. Van Eric, you as your studio wife, we need to be in a little more sync. I'm gonna have to we'll have to have words after the show now. Meanwhile, no, but in all seriousness, thank you guys for tuning in and keeping it on lock. So we have a great show today, but God bless us to have a great show last week. I would say back-to-back life editions, if you will. We had Brother Steve and Sister Keisha. Keisha. I butchered her name. I'm so bad. I keep putting H in it. And, they both have their individual radio shows respectively. And it was just amazing to have them come in and just show the love. Because a lot of times, because you have a radio show, you feel like you can't open and share and promote the love for other venues, vehicles that people have that are in the same kind of genre in the lane that you have. But here, man, I got to tell you, it takes a village to help carry and support a dream. And we all are here in support of each other. And so, we have a shot of us kicking it at the end of the show. I'm sure, there it goes. I told them to get my skinny side. I don't know that they did. So, you don't have to have that picture up there too long, Van Eric. In Jesus' name, but International Women's Day.
That's right.
I actually didn't get a chance to stick it up there, but I had posted something on our Facebook page. I think the beautiful Trisha Mann-Grant has arrived. Come on in here, girlfriend.
The theme for the theme for Women's History Month period is empowering women and empowering humanity.
Yes.
Talk about it is what they said.
Yay. And I have found something in celebration of that. A woman's place is in the home and in the classroom and in the boardroom and in the newsroom and in the government. Women's International Day. Let's make it happen. Hashtag make happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. And so, our host, she's everything. She's a wife, a mom, actress, a producer, a writer, a poetess. Uh-oh. She's so many things. Yes, and she's been so many places, but she's here. She's committed. Okay, and that oftentimes isn't as overrated. You can speak on. Go on, girl. You off camera. You gonna be on camera in a minute.
Hey, how's everybody? Happy Sunday.
Oh, you're chilling around here.
We
family.
Come on. Let's just do this. The unorthodox, wonderful Trishan Roadway.
I think I need to roll.
All right. Hey, you see me, Van Eric is like, scoot over. Oh, good. I can talk in your microphone too. Yay. Hey, sis. How you feel?
Good. You sound a little winded, but hey.
I was like, I'm running up the stairs. We got stairs, y'all. Coming to the studio. And my voice is kind of in and out. It's been leaving me and coming back. So.
Well, you look good. Hey, you know what? She's talking about, I'm going to be casual. Can we be casual? I'm wearing jeans. Girl, please. I don't see no jeans. Of them jeans, she dress up. I have this dress she blessed me with. I don't have to iron. So in honor of Women's International Day, getting up and getting gone. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. I love it. Let me see. You look pretty. I got some more stuff to give you.
She does look pretty.
Doesn't she? Yeah. Thank you.
I know I've been dressing like a tomboy lately. So hey, you guys, you guys were here last show. Yeah, how'd you for those of, and by the way, while you're tuning in, please tweet, Instagram, Facebook. And I know our guys out there. Peter Peter, I know you can hear us. Come on here, take some pictures and do some social networking for us. We want to help spread the word and love for here at LA Talk Live Studio. Thank you, Richard and Van, for helping us hold it down. And in the meantime, it's a women's thing today. So
women's thing.
But last week it was a love thing because like I was sharing before you came in, like we all had radio shows, and a lot of times, and you notice being an actress, people think it's my precious, my vehicle. But we're here as co-laborers in Christ to get the word out of the good news out, even if your show doesn't specifically cater to the genre of a faith-based type of product. It's still about being positive and encouraging people and so on. So thank you, Sister Kisa. Yeah.
Sister Kisa, yep.
And Brother Steve. Yeah, I trust me, I said it wrong already.
It's all right. Yeah, thank you all for being on the show last week. And you know what, to all the women out there, all you hardworking moms, hardworking wives, hardworking mentors, because there's some women that are moms and they didn't give birth, but because of the love and encouragement that they give to other young ladies or even other young men, they are like moms. So we appreciate you all. And it's not Mother's Day, but it is definitely all about the women today, and we are truly powerful. So what's up? Who do we have today in the house?
We have Brashina Bazil.
Yay! Hello! Woo, welcome.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you a little bit about her, and then we're going to go to commercial. And when we come back, we're going to sit down with her. So I'm getting direction from what's happening.
Yeah, we got to change the camera.
No, we know. I know we're taking a break, brother. I got you. I'm here. I'm in sync. All right.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain to y'all out there. See, these two right here, they are called the studio married couple, okay? Because they fight like cats and dogs, okay?
I said, I already told him that we having a meeting after the show because he need to be in sync. You know how we do. Give me some.
We're having a debriefing.
I'm breaking them in.
I love it.
On that note, yes, we have an awesome woman of God in, and she's going to talk about the work that she's doing at the school that she attends. I love the DAP it's called. So she gonna talk about DAP, and we want you to continue to give us some DAP and spread the love. So we are gonna go to commercial, and when we come back, we're gonna sit down with Miss. I don't want to butcher her name. Come on now, help me out.
Oh wait,
Brashina. I said it right. Brashina. And my name is Rosina, so I should be able to roll off my lips.
Look, if anybody can pronounce your name, they can pronounce Brashina.
Hilarious. We'll be right back with more GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio. I'm Ro Williams.
I'm Trisha Mann-Grant, and I'm in the house.
Hey, she's in the house. Brianna Argueta, LA Talk Live.
Yeah. Singers, rappers, spoken word, and actors, and business owners, playwrights, and pastors. There's many gifts to encourage the body. Consider this an invitation, come and kick it and party. We're evolving the way we deliver the gospel. Same message, different method, redefined apostles. And through Christ, we're empowered to shine. Everybody's VIP, ain't no way in the line. GospelRhythms.com, we make the word jam. The beat to which we live, we about to take the land. Let them know about Jesus, the anointed one. Gave us power and authority to get it done. He opens doors, so you don't gotta kick them down. I wrote this to remind you, so stick around. For heaven party here on earth, praise God always, and we keeping them first.
Gospel rhythms, cast a vision. Heaven's party here on earth, make it play. Gospel rhythms, cast a vision. Heaven's party.
Hey, shout us out. What's the count? Tune in to WDC Radio with me, Ron Dozier, your host, aka I Am WDC, on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, as we cover aspects of sickle cell trait, interviews with doctors, nurses, caregivers, and those living with sickle cell. So be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, on WDC Radio, exclusively here on LA Talk Live, where we're more than just talk.
Hi, I'm Ro Williams, and I would like to invite you to join GospelRhythms.com every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our show, GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio. Join us as we celebrate Christians around the world in all genres of entertainment, as well as highlight interest stories on men and women who are making a difference and impacting their community. So don't forget to tune in to GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio, exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes under R&B or watch us live on Ustream TV. We are reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. We're more than just talk. We're heaven's party here on earth.
We the head, not the tail, so we won't complain. Here to lift up the downcast and the brokenhearted. Changing lives with the truth, so let's get it started. We got the word, music, entertainment, life. You can catch us on the air every Sunday night with special guests, the news, and interesting stories. A platform for the kingdom to give out the glory. Worldwide, and we live on the Ustream. What you know about the Gospel Rhythms magazine? But God's in it, you don't gotta chase dreams. You need to check us out and see what we mean.
Catch the vision.
Okay.
Heaven's party. Here on earth. Make it play. Gospel rhythms. Catch the vision. Heaven's party. Here on earth. Here on earth.
We got singers, rappers, spoken word, and actors, and business owners, playwrights, and pastors. There's many gifts to encourage the body. Consider this an invitation, come and kick it and party. We're evolving the way we deliver the gospel. Same message, different method, redefined apostles. And through Christ,
I
love this.
Yeah. My mic's not hot. It's hot now.
Okay, but I love our theme song. You know
Purpose, you are the boss.
Shout out Purpose.
You know, before we get into correction, you know, we still, the music video is still on.
When?
As soon as Alice
Wait, oh my God, we were supposed to do it 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't really talking about it because, you know, I'm not video ready. So sorry, we gonna have to wait.
What?
You know, I've been crying out to you. I've been like, I need to go work out. I need to do something.
Okay.
You know, you've been MIA. So
wait.
somebody who don't ever gain an inch.
Tomorrow, I do gain an inch. You
Yeah,
kidding me?
right. Inch in your dreams, baby. I'm just saying that video's gonna get shot. I'm gonna have to look.
You got to be on point. Okay,
You're
it's all
actress.
good.
You know how it is.
It's all girl.
You know,
I
you're
know how
probably
it
doing
is.
the master cleanse and
Look,
everything before your big roles
Let
come.
me tell you something. I just watched. What did I see myself in? And I was just like, oh God, I look so tired. I mean, but we tear ourselves down. We, you know what I'm saying? We are our worst critics. I'm honest. I'm honest with myself. I'm like, okay, I need to get some sleep. I had bags under my eyes. Oh, okay, my skin was looking crazy. This was before Kiehl's. I don't know if you know about Kiehl's. Girl, Kiehl's is amazing. For all you ladies out there,
that lotion?
If you want, no, just everything at Kiehl's. I'm giving them a free commercial. I need to go talk to them about some sponsorship. Their products are phenomenal. Right? No, they get stuff you put on your face,
right?
But it's just good, you know, especially for the more mature. More veteran woman, the more seasoned woman.
I'm still with clean and clear, so I don't know.
Okay, right. Okay,
active, you know what I'm saying?
Forever
That's
21.
the category I'm in.
That's your nickname right
Well,
here.
welcome back. This is the Life edition of GospelRhythms.com, Talk Live Radio, and we have amazing team of women in the house. You, as always, it's just every woman that I admire. I mean, you have so many plates you spin. You know, I just aspire to be able to balance life the way you do and still, you know, love what you do. All of what you do. The writer, the producer, the mommy, the husband, the woman, the actress, you know, the friend, you know, and the supporter and the mentor. So, so kudos to you. And then, you know, Brianna just joined the GospelRhythms.com Talk Live family. And I just love her. She booked our talent today. And, you know, I just have to say to anybody that's out there grinding in a dream, because you're actually at, what school do you attend?
Long Beach City College.
Long Beach, and you're in Long Beach too, so
right.
we got Long Beach represented.
Long
we
Beach
got
rep,
4 people in the studio. Excuse me, Long Beach need to do a commercial up in here. How about that?
Yeah, why don't y'all talk to
them? For real. So you know, the team that is here, it's been you guys have been a tremendous blessing, and I mean, I'm excited. We've been brainstorming and talking about just taking what God has already allowed us to do to the next level with bringing talented and gifted people in house, the people that you know and the people that you don't know. Our guest today, you may have never heard her name yet, but she has an amazing story, and we're about to talk about it in celebration of International Women's Day. And without further ado, we're going to welcome Brashina Bashir. She's a full-time student at Long Beach City College. And she's going to be transferring to San Francisco State University this fall. She's majoring in business with an emphasis on management.
She's 23 years old. Wow.
You tell your age, girl? You better
I do.
You better rap.
Would you write this resume?
Me too, girl. Me too. We're 23 together.
Yeah, this one's 23 too. Okay. And her parents are both from Central America. Right. My father, she says her father's from Belize and her mother's from El Salvador, which has allowed her to be fluent in English and Spanish. Ah, muy bien.
She's a hustler because she works part-time at Bubba Gump's downtown in Long Beach.
Yes.
And she got, is on her hustle and grind. Her hobbies include writing, poetry. Y'all should have a lot to talk about in that lane. Hanging out with family and friends and running an organization that we are here to talk about today. In addition to her journey as a woman of God to walk in, as she is stepping out and walking in her purpose.
And she is the president of DAP. DAAP. I like that.
Shout out to DAP.
And
that's exactly what they do.
Is that what they do?
That's what when you get ready to leave, give me some DAP.
It's an organization on campus that stands for the development of Afro-American professionals. Her future goals involve owning her own clothing store, which she's going to give Trisha and Rosina clothes to use.
Because she wants plus-size women. I ain't trying to be in that store.
I'll eat a few cheeseburgers. Come on.
I ain't trying to be in that store. I'm sorry. I love you, girl, but I ain't trying to be in that store.
But she's going to make sizes for the other smaller women as well.
That ain't what the Bible says.
I'm seeing her future. I see it. She comes from a family of 5. Good Lord, girl. Woo, I know that was rough growing up. And she has 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and a wonderful nephew named Jaden, who is 5 years old. And she has siblings outside of the country who she has never met.
Now, we going to ask how that happened. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Somebody with the Rolling Stone was a papa or mama. But before we get there, let's talk about you.
All right, Brashina.
Are you a native of California?
I am, yes. I am born and raised in California.
Right on, right on. And so you grew up in a household with 2 parents, 1 parent, raised knowing about the Lord, just came to the Lord as an adult. Like, what would that journey look like?
Yes, my father was a chaplain back when I was younger. We were very involved in church. I still am today. We've switched churches ever since. But God has definitely been the light of my path. He is the reason why I'm here. I give all credit to him. I attend the Covenant Presbyterian Church in downtown Long Beach off of Atlantic and 3rd.
Right.
Who's the pastor?
Yes. The pastor is, we have 2. It's Pastor Dell and Pastor Rob.
Now, is your dad still an integral part of that fellowship?
He's not. My dad does not currently attend church, but he's still very spiritual. He listens to stations like a Christian station and plays his music, reads his Bible, so still spiritually in touch.
He on sabbatical.
Yes.
Now you 2 parents, mom and dad?
Yes, I was fortunate enough to be raised in a home with both of my parents there. 2 brothers, 2 sisters. I'm the youngest girl of the family, and then I have a younger brother named Bernardo. So it was a little rough. We weren't the wealthiest of people. We still aren't. It was always a struggle having 5 children and one dad who pretty much was the head of the household and fed all of us. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. She just took care of us, made sure we got to school, fed us, and my father was the one, going to work, making sure the bills were paid. And it was a little hard. We lived check to check, kind of always in that fear, like, what happens if, we have to make we have to go to work. So my dad is 70, he's 80 years old. He's turning 80 this year, actually. Wow. Yes, and he just retired about 3 years ago. Wow. So he's been working his whole life. So I really, I'm really glad he finally gets to rest.
Now, you said you have siblings outside the country that you never met. Is this within the number of 5?
No, this is actually not within the number of 5.
Because I'm like, then you got more than 5. Well, you were raised with the 5,
yes,
but you have.
I do. I have, my mother's from El Salvador. And she had a daughter when she was out there. Her name is Karina. She currently lives in Spain right now. I actually just talked to her earlier today. I was on the phone with her. My mother moved out here to LA.
You gonna call her your madre?
Yeah. You
Mi
caught that?
madre.
Yeah. Mi mama.
Yeah, I'm Salvadorian too.
Right. Yes, you are.
My father's from El
Salvador.
Salvador, but this is about you.
But this no does this mean y'all? But this is international.
We
too.
might,
Right.
we might be related.
You know
You
what's
never
so funny?
know.
This is international, but y'all look like y'all African American, but y'all like
Right.
mixed with a whole bunch of stuff.
Spanish.
You speak other language?
I don't speak Spanish.
You
and
do?
English, yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, girl, if
Fluently.
you don't, that would be
Fluently.
really messed up.
That's amazing.
So I know when you go somewhere and they think you don't know a lick of Spanish, they start
Right.
talking about you. You be like,
Man.
you just bust out and be like, I
Yes.
don't know what you're saying.
You know, I only say something when I feel like someone's being disrespectful to me. I never really just every time, because people are going to talk mess all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't have time to get into arguments for every little thing that people have to say.
But
So
looking at you, you wouldn't think you speak Spanish.
right,
Like that.
nobody ever thinks that. And then but the last time I did do that was we were in the AM PM, and I was with my sister and a friend, and we were dressed up because we were going to the club for a friend's birthday. And we were getting on a party bus, and then these guys that worked in the store, he was talking to his coworkers in Spanish, and he said, "Oh, where are they going? Look, they're dressed like, they look like they about to go out there and start saying all this crazy stuff about like we were prostitutes, basically calling us prostitutes, right?" So
What'd you
of
say?
course,
What'd you say?
I just
Yeah, spill the tea, girl. Spill the tea.
so
in Spanish.
This is what women
right.
do on
This
Women's
is-
Day.
in Spanish, I just, I didn't even say anything directly to him. I just looked at my sister and I laughed, and I was like,
You start
I
speaking
asked her, I was like, ¿Tú estás oyendo lo que ellos te están diciendo de nosotros? And which means, are you listening to what they just said
But
about
you said
us?
it in Spanish. And
Yeah, and they all looked at me and were like, and they just walked away. Like all three of them scattered throughout the store. I didn't see them after that. I was just so like, wow. Just, you
for
can't judge a book
you.
by their cover.
But you still handled that very classy.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what you
I
just said too. You cannot judge a book by
This
its
is
cover.
Yes.
true. You know?
And as women, we often get judged
Yeah,
and misjudged.
always.
like I know everything they say about me at the nail shop, girl. I jump right in. I'm like, eh? Okay, dog.
Right.
I love the ladies at the nail shop, but they do. I know they talk mess sometimes.
Yes.
Of course they do.
That's right.
Like if you could see the subtext under there, it would be
Man.
like a
I would
Chris
be
Tucker movie.
Yes.
right.
Yes, because they get to laugh and they look at you. That's the bad part. They look at you and then start laughing. I know I got big toes. I know that.
They know.
My big toe is bigger than all my toes. But you ain't
should
got to
be.
talk about my big toe. So anyway, okay, you have this program, DAP. And we want to talk about DAP and how it was
Yes.
born and how you are so influential with
Especially
it.
at
Tell us
23, I mean,
about it.
as at 23,
Yes.
people not trying to. I mean, you're, and the fact that out of 5 kids, you're in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, with DAP, it really was founded by the main founder her name is Sugar McCorn. She is a student at Long Beach City College as well. I believe she's a bio major. And she started the organization, I want to say 2 years ago, because we were looking at the statistics when it came to our African Americans on campus, and we were at the bottom of the barrel when it came to mostly everything. It was us and the Hispanics. We were right underneath when it came to the testing scores, when it came to transferring, the transfer success rates, the community college retention rates, and it just, I guess, she saw that, and it really made her feel like she felt really sad, and she just decided to take the matters into her own hands, and she decided to take action, and that's how DAP started. She started this organization, which does stand for the Development of Afro-American Professionals, because we are still developing. We are not professionals just yet, and we understand that. So it's still a learning process, and she came up with the idea, and it was her and a few other members, and they sat in Panera Bread and they talked about they sat there for hours and talked about the name. They came up with the name, the mission, everything, and that's pretty much how it started, and now I'm the president for this semester. Yeah.
Congratulations.
congratulations.
You go,
Yeah,
girl.
thank you.
Love it. For
Now-
23, my God, she's so young and mature.
And what are you
Thank
studying
you.
at the school?
I'm a business major, so I'm gonna be getting my AA in business. I'll be graduating in June, and I will be transferring to San Francisco State and getting my bachelor's in business.
What
management.
advice would you give to someone out there who's just dropped out of college or
struggling
or wants to go to college,
Right.
but they may not really have any ambition or know what it is they want to do, what would you tell them?
Advice, I would say, not to give up. You have to keep pushing forward. There's going to be obstacles that are going to get in your way, always. And you just have to learn how to maneuver around those obstacles. You can't let those consume you, and you, like you were saying earlier, you can't let that consume you. You have to just look at the bigger picture, and you have to keep, always have you always want to have a reason or a motivation of why you're doing something, whether it's yourself, whether it's to help your family, and just keep that in mind. Even when you feel like giving up, always think about, that why are you doing this in the first place, and use that as a motivation to keep pushing forward. And because school is an amazing thing, it can get you very far in life. Some people don't go to school and they do just fine, but it is a supplement that is there to help you and enhance you in your career, and you learn a lot from school. I've learned so much from school, and I've learned a lot outside of school as well. So
you seem to have had a very good support system with your family, and are you and your siblings particularly close?
Yes, we are. Me and my brothers and sisters, all of us are very close. Yeah, we actually went to the movies last night. We had a sister day.
Well,
sister day.
Yeah.
What'd you see? What'd you see?
We went to go see 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
That's another show. Well, I asked because, in the spirit of International Women's Month and Day celebration, and the importance of, being educated and empowering ourselves as women in this business of living, of pursuing life. Whether you're a mom, you still got to get educated on the art of successfully raising your children. If you're a wife, you still have to be educated, or you should want to get tools to educate you on how to be an awesome wife, a wise wife, and so on. What would you say, because this program, which didn't exist prior to the I think recently her creating it wasn't in existence. It was, and that's another thing.
There was
somebody
no
saw a
Student
need,
Union. Right?
Yeah,
no Black Student
there was
Union
no, at
campus,
this
right?
school, and we're talking about, and we're talking about in 2015. That they just now
at Long Beach City.
Yeah, exactly. So
the world.
Yeah, and so with that being said, to see that this DAP needed to be created. There's probably a woman out there who's struggling and spinning a lot of plates and saying, you had a support system of your family, and here I'm doing the best that I can, but I'm in school. I'm trying to stay in school, but I'm struggling with my finances. I'm struggling with my studies. I'm trying to make this transition to offer myself a better way to go, even though I may have made some mistakes along the way that I got 3 kids or 2 kids. I got sometimes present boyfriend or a husband,
right.
And and they find themselves in a situation where they want to better themselves, or they want to try to better themselves, but fear is holding them back. What kind of programs does DAP offer? Can you just bring alive what the program does to help the development of African American professionals when they're not feeling very professional? Okay.
Right.
you can add to that?
I just want to say DAP is very inspiring. Before she was president, I watched her grow with DAP, and I watched DAP. I pay attention to things. I pay attention and I plan it out. But watching DAP, I was just like, wow, I'm so amazed by the things they do. I remember when you guys were carrying that girl around campus because she was like the queen.
Yeah.
They was carrying her around campus like a queen.
But who was the girl and why?
I don't know who the girl was.
Her name was Maya. She is a member of DAP, and we did it. It was for Women's History Month, and we did a Queen Walk. So this girl named one of the members in DAP, also her name's Naila. Her and her mother and I think her friend, they made this chair, like this kind of like little chariot, I want to say, kind of chair. And so the men that were in DAP, they had a woman sit on the chair, and they all like lifted her up, like back in the days how the kings and queens walked with the women and on top of them. And so they all walked, and we walked around campus, and we were playing like uplifting music that was uplifting to women, and it was beautiful. We walked through around, everybody was just looking at us like,
it's just the confidence that they have.
What are these folks doing,
But with the presidency that you hold, what legacy do you plan to leave? Because I know you're leaving to transfer. What legacy do you plan to leave for DAP?
Well, I I do want I want DAP to be something continuous that is there even after I leave. I want to be able to come back years from now and look at it and be like, oh my gosh, like look how far DAP has grown. So I feel like my duty there as a president right now is to really just increase the number of our members there,
which is growing, by the way.
Yes, it really is, because it started off with 5 and now it's like 40 of us.
Are you a part of it?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good. So what are you in office, or
I'm just there supporting, definitely supporting. I went to their last event that they had when they had, what was the guest speaker name?
We had Professor Raw.
Right. He came and said some very motivating things. But they just it's amazing. So it's amazing. I'm trying to get in tune with my black culture.
That's exactly why I joined, actually, when I started.
So
Spanish.
So you bring established, already in the business professionals to come to speak empowerment to the student population.
Yes.
But do you offer programs on campus for those who have fallen through the cracks, who are about to be a statistic, or they actually are a statistic when it comes to whether it be their grades or testing scores? Do you either shepherd them to or provide tutorial services in terms of your efforts to help African American professionals develop to be the great leaders that that you statistically are hoping that they will be moving forward?
Yes, we do shepherd them. Like you said, we find someone that can work with them, whatever the problem is, whether it's through tutoring, like you said, or if they're having any financial problems, or if they're struggling with just like school, like bus routes or anything. We have resources for everything. We may not provide it directly from DAP, but we have a resource that we link them to, that we can say, okay, well, if you need help with this, then you can talk to so-and-so. And right now we're actually working on doing on campus, doing a resource fair / a faculty mixer, just to get the students more acquainted with the faculty on campus, not just the black faculty, but just the faculty there. So we've reached out to different programs, different resources on campus, like EOP. We've reached out to the Reading and Writing Center, the Math Center. We reached out to the Scholarships Office, Financial Aid, Admissions and Records. And we're going to have a fair that's going to have all of them present from each different resource that's provided at school. And just so the students could see that they don't have to do it alone, that there's resources out there that can help them. And I think it's just really a lack of knowledge. People don't know that they're on campus. And I think bringing them there is like they can see.
What kind of response have you gotten from them so far?
From
everyone that you've reached out to?
It's been nothing but positive responses. Actually, a lot of them, some of them already have heard of us. When I say DAP, they're like, "Oh, DAP, yeah, you guys are DAP, yeah, you guys are doing big things." And I'm just like,
how many years young are you so far?
I'm 23.
No.
Oh,
the program.
The program. Oh, sorry. The program is 2 years. 2 years. It's fairly new. Yes, this is the 4th semester of the existence.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break.
Shout out to
and
Dan.
I've been trying to cue my studio husband to bring up the music because
Studio
when we come
husband.
back, we're not in sync today, but it's okay. I know it's Women's Day. I'm like just throwing all kinds of signs up.
If he's your studio husband, that makes him my studio brother-in-law. Is that right?
Wait. Can I get some paper?
We family, Veneric.
Because I think I'm going to switch up my tactics.
Don't hit him. Don't hit him. That's family. That's my brother-in-law. All right, you all listen. We'll be right back. We'll be back with more gospel rhythms and more DAP. Trisha Mann-Grant,
Ro Williams,
Brianna,
Brashina.
Dap it out. Dap it out.
Right
We on DAP.
We got singers, rappers, spoken word, and actors, and business owners, playwrights, and pastors. There's many gifts to encourage the body. Consider this an invitation, come and kick it and party. We're evolving the way we deliver the gospel. Same message, different method, redefine the apostles. And through Christ, we're empowered to shine. Everybody's VIP, ain't no way in the line. GospelRhythms.com.
Hi, this is Marsha Waiteka, inviting you to join me every Monday at 1 p.m. for Born to Talk, where conversation plus connections equal community. Starting Monday, April the 13th, be sure to tune in to Born to Talk, with Marsha Waiteka, Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also listen live at iTunes Radio R&B, TuneIn Radio, Radio Flag, Live 365, or AHA Radio. This is Reality Radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. We are LA Talk Live, and we are born to talk.
Hi, this is Dick and Sharon, inviting you to join us every Monday at 3 Pacific for LA Progressive Live.
Join us as we cover the progressive landscape both locally and across the nation.
So don't forget to tune in to LA Progressive Live every Monday at 3 Pacific.
Exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Radio Flag, TuneIn Radio, Live 365, AHA Radio, TiVo Radio, and Apple TV Radio.
Or just watch and listen directly at latalklive.com and LA Progressive Live. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure.
This is LA Talk Live and LA Progressive Live. We are more than just talk.
Hey everybody, it's your man Sabir Bay back on your airwaves, inviting you to join us every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Sabir Bay Show, discussing history, law, and hip-hop. Every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Sabir Bay Show, exclusively on latalklive.com. You also can catch us on iTunes Radio and R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch us and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hey, shout us out. What's the count? Tune in to WDC Radio with me, Ferran Dozier, your host, a.k.a. I Am WDC, on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, as we cover aspects of sickle cell trait, interviews with doctors, nurses, caregivers, and those living with sickle cell. So be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, on WDC Radio, exclusively here on LA Talk Live, where we're more than just talk.
Hello, I'm Joel Ramirez.
And I'm Lolita Robinson-Coppage, and welcome to Joy in My House
on latalklive.com. Inspirational radio
with a touch of recovery.
A reality show where nothing is left unsaid.
And no one is insignificant who says it.
Exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV.
Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, I'm Ro Williams, and I would like to invite you to join GospelRhythms.com every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our show, GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio. Join us as we celebrate Christians around the world in all genres of entertainment, as well as highlight interest stories on men and women who are making a difference and impacting their community. So don't forget to tune in to GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio, exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes under R&B or watch us live on Ustream TV. We are reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio on latalklive.com. We're more than just talk. We're heaven's heart here on earth.
Make it play. Gospel rhythms, cast the vision, heaven's party.
All right. Welcome back to Gospel Rhythms. Hey there, I am Trisha Mann-Grant.
I'm Ro Williams.
Brianna Lucky B. Argetta.
That's right.
Life Edition.
Brianna, Life Edition with this beautiful young woman here, Rashina.
International Women's Day.
Rashina Basile, and it's International Women's Day, y'all. And of course, you know the clocks went forward. So if you haven't changed your clocks at home,
you're not watching us.
We've definitely changed ours on the wall. Yeah, right. You're not watching us right now. You'll be seeing the broadcast later. So Rashina, hey, we know that you've got DAP. We know that you're 23 years old. We know that you speak fluent Spanish, and you've got 5 siblings. Actually, you have more siblings, but 5 that you grew up with. And we also know that you do poetry.
Yes,
So
I do.
talk to us about that poetry, girl.
What
how did
inspires
this
your poetry?
Well, poetry has always been like therapy for me. I catch myself writing more when I'm kind of maybe going through something, or I'm feeling really emotional about something, whether I'm excited, happy, or really sad and mad. That just always kind of just inspires me to start writing. So I've been doing poetry since I was a kid. I always used to do it when I was younger. I had a book where I used to draw and write my poems, did my little first grade little poems, The Cat in the Hat that likes to dance with Matt, you know. So and then it just kind of began to, as I grew older, I just continued to do it, and I love it. I mean, like I said, it's my therapy, so it helps me a lot. It keeps me sane mentally. So.
Do you perform? Do you go out and recite it at different places?
I don't. I've performed before, like one time, at the African Black Coalition Conference, which is
you know we're
gonna
ask you to do something. So.
You know that.
Freestyle.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's a setup. So I thought I give you that tip. Like,
I found it
That
difficult
warning.
for some poets to really expose their poetry. I've talked to a lot of poets, and they, I don't want to perform. They just kind of keep it in themselves, which is fine too, I guess.
I love Jones.
But sometimes they don't like.
Can I be
for
your
me,
slave?
for example, I've got a whole book of poetry, and haven't really memorized. That's
Okay.
the problem.
That
You
is-
first then.
Haven't
that
really.
true.
No, that's the thing. I haven't memorized. I have to have them. But
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
true.
It's good though to memorize them,
Yeah.
because if God gave you that gift to be able to write and write something inspirational, then you never know when you're going to be in a position and have the opportunity to share it, and it may actually bless someone or
Right.
inspire them.
That's very true.
And poetry is very
Poetry is
inspiring.
definitely that. Yep.
You
Yes, you
know?
gotta look at it as like a rapper, or
Right.
recording artist.
Exactly.
Tupac, get up
Shout
there,
out
you know what I mean? Like Love Jones, like
Right.
you know. And
So, Brianna, I'm definitely going to start memorizing my own poems, so I
Right.
can be
Or keep
prepared
them on
next
your
time.
iPhone.
Next time we're gonna have
Next time.
Keep it
Trisha.
on your phone.
That's
Keep it
right.
on your
Keep it on my.
iPhone.
That's a
Put it in your
good
notes.
idea.
Good idea.
I just
Yeah.
got this, y'all. I got this from Sprint for free because
Wait,
I don't
wait,
know
hold
how
on,
free,
let me see
but
that.
look, check it out. Let me
got
tell you,
something for free from
because
Sprint?
You had to buy something. You had to buy something to
I've
get it for
been-
free, huh?
Oh, no, I upgraded my
Okay,
phone.
there you go.
They
And
gave
what
you this for
happened?
free?
What had happened was they said, "Hey, you know, we can get this, but you know, I'm paying
$10 gonna be on the
insurance."
bill.
Okay, right, exactly.
Oh,
But
Oh, so you paying for
I have
it?
been a
though.
long-term customer.
She didn't pay. She didn't pay the full
I'm
price
sure
for it.
I'm sure that the young lady was not that honest with me about everything, and I was in such
Yeah,
a hurry that I was
fine
like,
print.
yeah, give it to me. I want it. I like it. Okay, so I need to go.
God
home
bless
and-
you
and
with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God bless me
And
with
it's
that. So in
purple.
my mind,
Nice.
it's free. Back to you and your poetry.
She gonna have
Yeah.
us blowing
Okay, what?
Sprint up saying, "Well,
I know.
Trisha Mann-Grant
Right.
said on
So
LA
now
Talk
you-
Live
right,
that you was
right.
giving away free."
But I've been with them for like 14 years.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm a
They
loyal.
need to just
I'm
give you
just
free
loyal.
stuff then. Hand
I'm
them
a
out.
loyal friend. I'm a loyal customer. I'm just loyal. Ain't that good?
We'll
Give me
provide-
some-
we'll
give me some
provide
dap
it.
on being
Dap.
loyal.
Yes,
Dap
dap.
on being loyal.
Shout out to
girl.
Dap.
Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta do this right.
That's the dab. I don't know what y'all doing. This the dab.
There you go.
Yeah,
We've been doing it wrong, girl.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's the
We know
pound.
it. That's the pound.
That's the
It's
pound,
dap.
yeah,
Hold
the
up.
dap.
That's the
There you
pound.
go.
That's the
That's the
gospel
pound.
rhythms dap.
Meanwhile,
That's the gospel rhythms.
meanwhile, the men who are viewing this are shaking their heads.
They're like, they don't
These
know what
women
they're doing.
These
I
women.
Females.
Poor man Eric and Peter. I said, "Is it too much estrogen in the studio for y'all? It's our day today.
It's our day,
Yeah.
International
Yeah.
Women's Day. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
They're
beautiful.
probably like,
Hey,
why didn't you
are
bring any
sure?
food?
I know, right? Why didn't they bring us some food? We the ones getting celebrated today. We need the food.
Right.
You know, speaking of which, I'm hungry, Veneric.
You just missed
What I
a
missed?
delicious
I don't
meal.
want to hear
Right.
this. I really don't
I
want
had
to
some
hear this.
tilapia.
Yeah.
I don't need this.
But see, I grew up in a house
Oh,
with 3 women, with 4 women. So,
And I was the only boy, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't do tilapia anymore, so that's the bottom feeder of bottom feeders.
Oh, really?
Like
Give me some
catfish.
catfish, which is a bottom feeder, but it's a better bottom feeder.
Yeah, that'll make no sense.
I know. It made sense to me.
That's like, I won't eat a pork chop, but I eat bacon. It's like, I do. It's like, it's still pork. You know?
It's still pork. I try to tell myself when I'm eating that bacon, it's not. All right, moving on.
Back to you.
And reeling back to the
Rashena's
show.
still here with us.
Rashina,
Yes, hi.
I
How
know
y'all
you've been
doing?
so patient, girl.
No,
We're talking
no,
about everything
I
under
know.
the sun except for you.
But
Okay.
serious, let me ask
Yes.
you. Now, you grew up. Your father was a man of the cloth. What was he? Would you call him? A preacher, a reverend, a bishop?
He was a chaplain.
A chaplain.
Yes.
Now, would you say you got your writing gift from your mother's side or your father's side or both, or in terms of your passion to do poetry?
I would have to say maybe my father's side. Yeah, he's my dad's very comfortable speaking in front of people and writing, and he's good with English, and so I'm pretty sure my mom doesn't speak English, so but she does, her Spanish thing, but I would have to say my dad. It has to be, yeah.
Now, I would say, with it being celebrating women.
Yeah.
Now, you seem to be very, very centered, very balanced, very comfortable with yourself. You write poetry. We definitely would love to hear a piece. But a part of what you believe God's calling you to do is to open up a clothing store for plus size women. You seem to be very comfortable in your body, and for you to be international. Like I personally don't know if I would feel comfortable rocking a pierced nose, but you work it so well.
Thank you.
And so, what would you say? And you have you have tattoos, so so there are a lot of women that feel pressure by society to have to look a certain way, to have to be a certain size, or to have a certain texture of hair.
Right.
You know what I mean? What would you say to us in here now? Like, what allows you to walk in the confidence of you, to embrace you, your curves, and your talents and your gifts?
Well, I wasn't always like this. At one point in time, I was very self-conscious about the way that I looked. I had low self-esteem, and I was just unsatisfied with me. And over time, I just started to. I asked myself. I used to complain like, "Oh, I'm fat. That sucks." But then I asked myself, "What are you gonna do about that? Are you about to go on a diet? What are you gonna do to change that?" And then I thought about it, and I was like, I love food too much. I'm not going on diet. So, you know what? You just accept it. So after that, yes,
I love it.
I just accepted after that.
I love that. I did that today. That extra inch you talking about, that I don't have that. I know I have, and I saw that extra inch, and I said, man. And then I said, okay, Trisha, so what you gonna do about it? So I did my little thing, did my little exercise.
There you go. Yes, yes.
I think I need to get on that.
Because I think right. I think
you over here can't even talk. She's
so little.
She's like
little tiny thing. Girl, don't you open your mouth. Don't say a word.
You do quiet section right now.
Back to Prashina.
Okay. I want to know about this clothing line of yours.
Right.
Yeah, it's in the works right now. I feel like it's been a struggle a little bit shopping for myself for clothes. I always have to shop in different stores, different departments. I can never go to one place and just find everything I need. It's always like, okay, you can find a little bit of something here, find a little bit of something there. So I want to make a store where you don't have to go shop here, there, and there. You can just shop at my boutique, and I have everything for you. Anything that you need. I have the accessories. I have the shoes. I have the dresses and pants and everything that's in.
Okay, different designers. Are you using different designers for this, or are you making some of the things?
Yes, I'm more independent. I'm starting to draw out more, like sketch out some ideas, some clothing ideas that I have in mind. Okay. I particularly focused on plus size women. Well, I'm plus size, obviously, but I just, I want to I don't want it just to be a clothing store. I kind of want it to be just a movement of self-acceptance and women accepting themselves and not feeling pressured by the media and everything around them to look a certain way, because a lot of people have this misconception of what beauty looks like. It's, that thin girl with, the long hair and,
perfect skin.
Perfect skin, white teeth. And, I feel like beauty cannot be defined in one way. It's a multi, it's an adjective that can be described in so many different ways. And what may be beautiful to somebody may not be beautiful to somebody else.
This is true.
So, I just want women to embrace themselves and love themselves more. I just think it, I know what it's like to go through that route where you're so unsure of yourself. And I just want everyone to feel confident in the skin that they're in. And if they're not confident and it's really a struggle, then, you got to do something about that.
Nice. What's the name of the boutique?
No name yet.
No name yet?
I do have a name yet, but it's
copyrights.
for copyright issues.
Get that tight. Don't tell anybody. That's
right.
You were gonna say.
Now I was gonna say that with this, although we're in Los Angeles, California, the issues that you're talking about, they're worldwide.
Yes.
And no matter what corner of the world you may be viewing this from, it's like there's something that you can find within yourself inside first, you know what I mean, because you win from within.
Yes.
Because even if you're gorgeous on the outside, if you tore up and broken person on the inside because of your situation, because of your life, maybe some choices that you've made, it's going to just manifest itself in everything you do, and your countenance and how you approach life and how you think. And so there's a work that has to be done on the inside for anything to begin to manifest on the outside. I believe that.
I agree. It's true. I agree. And when we were talking during the first break, I believe it was, when I was mentioning about being consumed when you're going through something. It's so funny when I'm in that state of speaking life into my life and I'm all happy and I go outside. Did we talk about this last Sunday?
Well, we were talking about the born identity. I think that your identity.
What you exude. It's what you exude when you're in that place of, I speak life into my life. I speak peace. I speak happiness. And and then you're looking in the mirror and like, I'm beautiful. I'm wonderful. I'm a good person. I have a blessed heart, blah, blah. And you're speaking all these wonderful things. And you go outside. What I've noticed is that when I'm in that wonderful place, it's like I exude something and people gravitate toward me. And they come up to me or they'll compliment me on the littlest things. Like, oh, I like your big fingernail, or whatever. They just find stuff to compliment me on, things I've never been complimented on. And it's not that, oh, I'm so beautiful. It's just that I'm exuding
your inner glow
this positivity.
Take outer glow.
That takes over. Right. So once you have that confidence, which you do have, like you said, it doesn't matter, what society's perception of beauty is. Because if you walk outside and notice, most of these couples are very interesting couples, but they see the beauty in each other, and that's what attracted them to each other. It's more of a spiritual thing.
Yes.
Yep. So God bless you. My sister's a plus size girl, so I want to get her some of your clothes.
And
okay,
definitely.
Yeah.
And I know that just going back to why it is we what we're, when it comes to our identity, because the pastor is doing a series. My pastor is doing a series called The Born Identity, BORN Identity, and we're all Christians here, and and we've been talking about walking in purpose and the things that you're doing, and with the undertone that God has shepherded you to get to that point. But a lot of people are maybe viewing this. For me, it's a struggle because oftentimes our identity is shaped by what we either perceive or what we've either achieved. You know what I mean? That validates who we are, as opposed to who God says we are. The perception is, my body is the worst body ever, but the truth of God's word says, I am beautifully and wonderfully made. Amen. You know what I'm saying? So, or the perception is, I've fallen off, because I lost my home, I lost my car, I lost this or that and the other, you know what I'm saying? And my life is worthless, my purpose has been aborted. But then God says, no, you can do all things through Christ who will strengthen you. So it's so important to remember that as we are on the grind in our purpose to do whatever it is that God's called us to do, whether it's DAP, graduating school, being a good wife, mom, and actress and friend and loyal servant of the Lord, a student, talent booker, carrying this vision and whatever else God has called me, is to always stay plugged into what He says about us. And that's been the challenge, because the noise of the world, WORLD, can be so loud and clamoring in your head. It can throw us off our game, and we get up after something has knocked us down, and we're like, what just happened? What just happened?
But you still have to. Here's the thing that we were talking about. Train yourself even when you're down. Here's what I'm doing right now, y'all. Let me tell you. to still speak life into your life, to still, even when you're like at this point, like, oh,
yep.
All right, I speak life into my life. And it'll start off there. Right. Okay, I speak peace into my day. And then you'll find yourself refreshed. You'll find yourself just supernaturally, spiritually refreshed as you start to speak positive affirmations. Or I don't know if you've ever done this, Brianna.
Of course.
But even when you're at your lowest point, if you force yourself to encourage yourself, you will be amazed at the results that can come and how all of a sudden you'll start to stand taller and stronger and you will be more confident.
Like that phenomenal woman poetry. But speaking of poetry, we're not going to
let's
yeah.
Girl,
sometimes
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you just got to recite some poetry to get you back where you got to be.
All right, Christina.
We're coming at the end of our show, but if you think you were getting out of here without dropping some poetic lyrics, you was wrong.
All right, y'all. Snaps up. Everybody snap up for Miss Brashina.
International Women's Day right here on Gospel Rhythms.
Yeah, Life Edition.
All right. So this poem is titled Responsibility. Responsibility. The action of stepping up to the plate when you make a mistake, regardless of what is at stake. It is to understand the consequences of your decisions, accepting and learning from them without supervision, which could result into something bigger that you never envisioned. The best part about responsibility, personally, is having the ability to turn everything negative in a situation that you thought you could never overcome into a utility, inspiring you through the possibilities rather than causing hostility. Responsibility is having your priorities straight. Even when interruptions and disruptions try to steer you away to a dark road, responsibility is the light that will direct you to the path of self-growth. Responsibility does not make excuses or blame others for misfortunes. It simply causes self-reflection on life lessons that can turn into blessings on a much higher proportion. Do not let your pride, stubbornness, or narcissism steer you away from this ethic. Nobody said that taking responsibility would be easy, but even that excuse sounds pathetic. Before anyone can make a change to their life, the first step is to admit, then commit. The next step is to accept but not regret. Remember that without mistakes, lessons will not be learned, and strength cannot be earned. Taking responsibility is an action we must all strive to seek. But I will warn you now, it's for the strong, not for the weak, because not everybody knows how to handle the word responsibility.
Whoa! You are rocking. That's a life.
Yes. That's right, Brianna. Snap. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you. Oh, wait, give me some dab.
Oh, yes.
Give me some dab out. Okay, let's do the gospel rhythms dab.
See, dab is a movement.
Yes.
You didn't mention dab is a movement. Shout out to dab.
Thank
you for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
Appreciate it.
Yes, and this has been gospelrhythms.com, Talk Live Radio Life Edition. If they need to learn out more about you, this part, do you have where can they find where you are?
Yes, we do have an Instagram, and you guys can follow. It is DAP official page, or you can just type in DAAP movement, and that will also direct you to our page.
And you know what? Let's get it contagious, because it's a 2-year-old, and in this, there may be a program needed at a school in the corner of your world that you may want to model the concept and bring and carry the supportive dream that they have for the students that are falling through the cracks and being misplaced and potentially could be lost.
Need that confidence.
Yeah. You can bring it to your corner of the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And Brianna will be in for me next week.
March 15th.
I'm giving you breaking news. Breaking news. On March 15th, 2015, I will be in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Super Soul Sundays.
It's not news. Take
Lady
that back.
Campbell's. Right. It's reminded news. So I'll be doing Something Miraculous, episode 2. We're doing episode 2 on stage, so it's like a soap opera on stage live with Tucson Duchess Entertainment. I will. So you sit right here, girl, and do your thing, because you're good. And thank you for being here and being a part of us.
And thank you.
Yes.
And
thank you, Van Eric. We love you, Van Eric.
We love you, Van Eric and Peter.
Thank you, Peter. All right, Rich. We love you too.
Love you.
Everybody. Happy Sunday. God bless you. Pray.
Make sure y'all check out DAP.
DAP.
DAP. DAP out.
I'm Trisha Mann-Grant.
I'm Ro Williams.
Brianna.
And Bree.
Just kidding.
Sheena Bastille.
We'll see you next Sunday. Well, they will.